It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 213. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my lovely equal host, comedian Noelle W. H.
I love that equal host. I like that. That's very nice.
I don't like that because, like, listen, you know, the co-host means equal.
Yeah, co-host is just co-host.
But okay, now that, like, you know a lot of pilots because your stepdad's a pilot. Co-pilot. Is that equal pilot or is that assistant pilot?
That's an assistant pilot.
But you're not my assistant host. You're my co-host.
Okay. Thank you for not making me an assistant pilot or host.
You're my assistant pilot.
All right. Good.
If
know.
I
I'm
die,
gonna have to learn a few things.
If I die, you can, like, during this episode, you have to keep going.
Oh, I'll keep going
with my dead body on screen.
Listen, work comes first.
You know how I am.
Oh no, I know. Also, tell the people what happens the next couple of weeks.
I'm going to Los Angeles, California.
We're gonna have Shannon Lee.
We're going to have Shannon Lee as a co-host. She's filling in upon my absence. I'm going to, I didn't want to say anything, but I'm going to adopt a baby.
Oh, in LA.
It's a Los Angeles.
People go?
It's a Los Angeles. Well, it's coming from overseas.
To LA.
To LA.
What sea?
The Pacific Ocean.
Oh, okay.
It's coming from the Pacific Ocean. It wanted to see the Walk of Hollywood fame first before
it did. Okay, you don't even know what you're getting at.
I don't know what I'm getting.
The luck of the draw.
I just meet the child at the gate,
and then you're just gonna have it until you get home, and then you give it to me.
Yeah, it's called a baton. That's what we're gonna name it, baton. Even if it's a girl or a boy,
not
baton.
Keeping that name for it.
Why?
I don't like that name.
Baton?
Oh, it's good. What's the other one? Anemia? Violin. This girl was like, violin Grace, come here.
That was very funny.
Yeah.
We're very obsessed with these TikToks where people talk about words that would be great names if they didn't mean what they mean.
Like rosacea.
Rosacea would be great.
Yeah, it would be a good name.
Baton rosacea, but I don't know if it's going to be a girl or boy. And I don't know how old it is. It could be 0 to 18.
I think it has a name if it's 18, probably.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
It's from an orphanage. It had a very bad life.
They don't have, they're just numbers. They have names.
They're like, this is 7. And I'm like, ooh, that's a good
7.
name.
Yeah.
It's like 6 from Blossom.
I think the kid from Stranger Things is named 7. No, 11. Her name is 11. Yeah.
Maybe that's what it will happen. Now that you guys know a little bit about my personal life, if you want to know more of true stories that definitely are happening, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where you can find our very favorite podcast, BS.
This is what we do on BS, by the way.
Yeah, it's like a fever dream.
It is. That's exactly.
If you guys want to hear about the greatest fight we ever witnessed in the grocery store this weekend, you will subscribe to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. And you are going to hear the best story with audio. I have audio recordings. It's so good. I want to tell the story now, but I won't. I can't because you have to. I can't. We don't. It would be the whole podcast.
Give it all context. No, I showed it to Matt today.
He loved it.
Oh, he loved it. He's like, "This is great. I wish I was there." Katie screaming, loved it. She's like, "I wish I was there."
So good. I can't wait to talk about it. But you guys, unfortunately, instead, we're going to be talking about The Other Way Season 4, Episode 5.
Only 5?
No, listen, I'm here for it. I just need things to move a little quicker because I don't
wish the episodes were an hour long.
I also don't need 26 episodes. You don't need to show me them packing for 4 episodes.
Well, so I think that's what burns me out after a while. It's like, I want it to be like the first episode, let's meet everyone. Second episode, you're there.
They're there.
Yeah,
they're there. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So we're going to jump in the pool with Nicole and Mahmoud, or as her father likes to call him, Mahmouz.
Mahmouz.
So it's only the next day.
Mm-hmm.
She got there yesterday, the next day, and they've been fighting for quite a while.
His mom hopes she stays for good, though.
Why?
I don't know.
Is she bringing some kind of monetary value to this situation?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, then no.
Yeah.
So she's obsessively squeegeeing the floor in the bathroom. How? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What were your feelings when you saw this scene?
Well, first of all, I wish I had a shower like a bathroom that the whole thing could get wet.
Yeah, that I would. What are the other thoughts?
I don't know what else is there.
Okay,
What
so
like
my
about the bathroom in general?
My thoughts are like, wow, this is kind of a little bit dirty. Like, I don't love this situation.
Oh no, the bathroom's dirty.
Number two, the whole house is like not great.
I think it's also just shitty.
It is,
not
but
even
like
so
also
dirty, but yeah.
You're sharing a bathroom with like 10 people.
Okay, that was okay. You say it, and I know I'm not even lying to you. All I thought was, do all the children use this bathroom?
Where are they? Of
Well,
course
because
they do.
there's an apartment upstairs.
Yeah. They don't live in it.
No, they live in it.
Oh, they live in it?
The
Yeah,
brother, wife, and kids live upstairs, but I assume that the kids are just always there.
I don't know, but this is very intense. She loves taking her time in the bathroom. I hate taking my time in the bathroom.
I mean, I want to be the fastest person ever.
I don't like to be in a humid environment like that.
No.
How do you get dressed? You know those psychopaths that take a shower, bring their clothes into the bathroom, and they get dressed in the swamp?
Yes. I'm like, how do you even
How do you get your pants on?
up? Yeah.
How do you get your pants on?
I could never.
I have to blow dry my whole body.
What do you?
I do.
I love you. You're so crazy. I love you.
What
do you come out of your bathroom wearing?
A towel.
I have a robe. I wear a robe usually. Why?
It's weird. I need to be if I put on my robe, I have to be all dry already.
Yeah, but my robe is like terry cloth.
Then I would have to wash it every single time.
I do. I wash it constantly. Not every single shower, but I wash it all the time.
No, okay, so I do a towel. And then I have a towel on my head, right? Because I have hair.
Yes.
And then when I get into my bedroom, I switch into drier towels. And then I blow dry my body. And then I adjust.
So like, I don't do that.
Okay. Well,
I do take a fan to my private parts and I let them dry because you have to. Ladies, dry your privates.
Other than that,
I don't need to like.
I dry my unprivates. I dry my publics.
But that's what I'm saying. I would burn my nipples off if I did that. Do you use hot?
What do you think? I'm just.
I have a Dyson. I don't know.
You think I'm just lingering in one spot?
So you're just like.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
You hot think or cold?
Hot.
Interesting. I've never known you to forcibly blow hot air on your body. You hate the
dry
heat.
It. I do, but just to dry it.
But why isn't a towel enough?
I don't know. I just don't trust the towel. I just feel like
you don't trust anything.
I don't trust the towel.
You don't.
I don't know. I got new towels from Home Goods. If you guys want to hear about that, you know where to go. Patreon.com/.
We'll finish this over at BS.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys. This is the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Please come again. Her face looks like a cartoon. I can't even believe this.
She's unwell.
She is crying in the bathroom because she's so homesick. You're not homesick. Guess what? You're not homesick. You can't miss home. You haven't been away from it. I've gone to the grocery store and been away from home longer.
Yeah, she just doesn't like it there. You don't like it there.
Fine, but you're not homesick.
I know. Well, I guess, I don't know. I want to not be there. Still.
Do you cry when you get stuck in traffic? Because
I know she might.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that you don't, you left your house like 20 minutes ago.
Here's the thing. This episode like solidified to me just how annoying and terrible she is.
She's very, very, she's strange.
He's strange too, though.
Noelle.
Yeah.
Of course he is. So, she is the color red now because she's crying.
Yes. And I like that she comes out there. They're like, I'm fine. I'm fine.
She's just homesick. She's like, we really don't get along.
I don't even like him very much.
He's very sweet to her, though.
No, he is very sweet to her. And it surprises me because after a while, this would get old.
Yeah, but he's just afraid. But it hasn't gotten old. They've been married for 3 days.
I know.
She lived with him for 4 minutes a month ago. Like, this is not getting old because it's not old yet.
But it's like she knows better. You were there. You hated it. You left. What made you think? Did you think Egypt was bought by another country?
She thought that
what
maybe
did you
there
think
was
happened.
Maybe they switched management.
But that's what I mean. What do you think happened?
She thought that it was a different manager with different recipes.
You knew you were going to live somewhere with that hallway of death.
Well, she's malfunctioning right now. She's malfunctioning. She said, um, but I want to be here. I chose to be here. But she hate you.
I think that she's trying to say, like, I chose to be here because of you. I love you.
I don't think she loves him.
She thinks she does, though.
I mean, I don't agree with her.
Well,
her face turns the same color as the walls.
Yes, it does. The nightmares I would have with those color walls in my bedroom, like right next to your bed, is that color.
Okay, so first you walk down the hallway of death.
Yeah.
To your fluorescent pink bedroom.
Through an orphanage to your fluorescent pink bedroom. How do you put on makeup in the right way?
How do you put on your clothes in the humid bathroom? There's a lot of questions. You know what I mean?
You're right.
It does not look like she did put on her makeup. It looks like she put on her pink skin.
She put on her pink. She painted herself pink.
She was rubbing her face against the wall. So now they're gonna leave, but she can't leave yet because she has to change her shoes. And he's like, it takes forever to get out of the house with her. I'm triggered.
I'm sorry that you're triggered.
Thank
it's
you.
just she didn't want to wear her mules that day. Also, she does dress very conservatively.
She dresses super conservatively.
Yeah, so it's like I don't really see the problem with
right,
what
but
the
problem is that culturally
Well,
you're
of
not supposed to
course.
wear pants. That's what
right,
the
and
problem
also
is.
your hair should be covered.
Those are the problems.
No,
No
I
one's
know.
saying
I'm just
she's
saying,
not wearing clothes for a club.
No, of course, but also it is something that you pointed out. She does dress so conservatively, and I have noticed that. Like, we've never seen her even like in something short sleeves, I think. Yeah.
No, she dresses. So it would be so, to me, it would be a very, if that's the way I dressed all the time,
An easy transition.
Easy transition.
Yeah, it's so true.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Mhm.
So they go out and they take a walk in the neighborhood, and she wants to go to this cafe, and he's like, oh, I don't think that women are allowed there. It looks like
Right.
a cafe, hookah, whatever.
Right.
And she's like, well, I would like to go there anyway. But he's
But
like, afraid
why does she
to
get mad at him?
She's just always kind of mad.
Because it's like he's
'cause
so
she-
afraid that he doesn't even want to tell her. Because he was like, I don't know if women can go there. But
Right,
he's like
but-
so afraid to say it.
Yeah, because she's doesn't want to be in Egypt.
No, I get it, but it's like she's so like she blames him for everything. Like it's not his fault that women aren't allowed there.
Right.
But she acts like it is.
He asked the waiter, and the waiter says yes, but she's like, but he's kind of like, listen, the waiter said yes, but this is not true.
Right. And the waiter said yes because he knows you're not from here.
Right.
Mhm.
So he said like, the reason why is like when men are together, they talk differently, blah, blah, blah. They talk to their friends, they curse, and they wouldn't do that in front of a woman. She's like, oh, I would like to meet your friends.
He's like, well, that's not what we do, really.
He's like, no, that's weird, and no. So she said
can't
that
take no for an answer.
She met them at the wedding, but her wedding was a blur. Her wedding was not a blur. Her wedding was not her wedding.
Her wedding was someone else's wedding.
You met someone else's friends at the wedding,
Yep.
my dear. So he was like, oh, okay. I can't wait to take you to meet my friends for the first and last time.
I know, but it's like if your husband's telling you like that's not what we do here. I've never met any of their wives. You can't just be like, okay.
No.
You have to be like, no, I have to meet them. Why?
Yes, because she
How
has
uncomfortable.
to. So she goes to dinner with 4 men. They were also an hour late to dinner.
See, that's what makes me mad. You had to come here, and then you had to be late too on top of it.
So they were super nervous. They were like on their phone. They wouldn't really look at her. They didn't know what to talk about.
Well, because they also thought it would be like disrespectful, right?
Yeah, because this is not what they do. So she asked them, she's like, how do you know him? They're like, we grew up together. She's like, okay, next question.
Like interviewing them.
Would you marry an American? And then he said, and she's like, oh, you would have to ask Mahmoud if you think that's a good idea. So he said, oh, no, I think you would be crazy to do that or something like that. And she's like, not me, right? I'm not crazy, right?
Basically, like Americans are crazy.
Right. So she said that she's just trying to think of more questions.
And he's like, no, you don't have to. Please don't.
She's like, no, I have to. She's like, hi, I'm very uncomfortable and I would like to leave.
I like that she's like, Now I know I need to listen to him next time.
No, she doesn't.
I mean, first of all, you don't, but you could have.
You're not going to.
Yeah.
So everyone smokes at the table, and then we call it a night.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. Debbie and Osama.
Why do I have Gabe and Isabel next?
I don't know. We could do that though. It's
No,
fine.
no. Listen, I don't care. I have everyone together. I was curious, like, interesting. I wonder why. I wonder what shows
I have
we
3
watched.
lines for Gabe and Isabel.
I have 3 lines for Gabe and Isabel and 3 for Kris and Jamie.
Okay, good. Gabriel
Okay.
and Isabel, they get into a cab and he's like, I have pre-orders. I need to make underwear. I haven't made anything in a month. Why wouldn't you make, what were you
Didn't
doing?
this make you mad?
Noelle.
Yeah, this made me mad.
You know what I would do if I was moving?
What?
I would make so many extras. I would fulfill all
course.
of my orders and I would go
Mhm.
there with a clean slate. And then if I had to be a month behind, it would be because of the transition.
Right. Which
So
is
now you're going to
fine.
be month behind, a month behind, the month behind.
You'll never catch up. Also, you can't just, you're saying like you're constantly getting emails. You couldn't tell people. You couldn't just say, you couldn't have on your website, these are going to be whatever, a month late, whatever you have
But why
to do.
didn't you just make them?
This made me, it got me so frustrated because from what we've seen of Gabe, he can be very flaky.
He's very impulsive.
Yes. And it's like, he's not organized. And I'm not the most organized person in the world. Business is different. That should have been his number one. And his number one priority is not business.
But all he had to do is go to Target, get some underwear, go
Yeah.
to Trader Joe's, get some Madeleine cookies, put them in the crotch, and then take a Sharpie marker and put your logo on it. What is the problem? I can
Is
fix them
that
right
what
now.
it is? It's just Madeline's and Sharpies?
I will give me 20 minutes. I'll make these underwear.
No, of course.
You
Get
don't
me
think I can
plaster
figure it
of
out?
Paris and I'll make it.
Oh
Right.
God, what a heavy insert.
Better than a Madeline. Madeline's mold.
But
They
they
won't stand up to the shower heat.
oh, I'm sorry. You
in the,
showered
no, in the
underwear?
bathroom. The people who get ready in the bathroom.
Can't get ready in the bathroom.
You
That's
can't.
You have to blow dry your Madeline before you put your undies on. Yeah, and then if it's the fall, you can get a pumpkin one.
Mhm.
In the spring, you can
Mm.
get a lemon one.
I saw a brookie one the other day. It looked very good.
That's very nice. See, you could use them too. It's
Yeah.
inclusive.
It's very inclusive. It's good.
Thank you. This is
Good.
this is why we get paid the big bucks,
is
baby.
why. The buckaroonies. This is why, because we can go from foam to Madeline's. That's why.
That's what it's called, the underwear brand, from foam
From
to
foam.
Madeline.
I hate you.
So-
Oh man.
Isabel works with Gabe now. She quit her job at the law firm and she works. Maybe you don't put all the eggs in the same basket.
She quit her job because he's codependent, clearly.
Okay, she quit her job, but still no one's making the underwear. You
No.
quit your job for a company that hasn't been in business for a month and won't be in
Right.
business for the next month.
And if you're basically like his assistant, haven't you said to him, hello?
Hello? Can I go to Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go to Target?
I'll go to Target.
I'll glue them for you.
What's happening here?
I have the Brookie ones.
I think yum. I think that she's more responsible than he is, but
Yeah,
I mean
but
this is a lot.
He doesn't like when she takes charge.
Okay, but you can't be a control freak and bad at it.
Thank you.
That's the problem.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So he's going to throw a tantrum because his logo is in Miami and he has to stamp it.
Right, but my first thing I would have packed would have been everything.
Noelle.
Everything. From
Noelle.
visit. You left your stamp there? What are you thinking?
He said it's going to take a month to ship. So expensive. So expensive. Everything's so expensive. He can't make another one so expensive. Oh my God.
Okay, so get a new stamp or do it without a stamp. I don't know what to tell you.
Or throw a tantrum. Just cry.
Right, cry about it. Mhm.
Right. That definitely gets things done. Now, can we do Debbie and Osama?
Oh no, we can all the way do Debbie and Osama.
Is that who you have next?
I had because I had Debbie, I had Gabe and Isabel, then Debbie.
Okay, well, Debbie and Osama, I could not believe this. I was texting you through this. She said the packing is a nightmare and it's moving day to Morocco.
But she's not packing anything really.
What are you packing? Bracelets?
Nothing. Right.
What are you doing?
Dragonfly
You're not moving there.
necklaces.
You're not moving there. You
Mm-mm.
are not moving there. You're not
No.
moving there. You are not moving there. Nicole's not moving there. You're not moving there. Gabe might be moving there. You're not moving there.
No. Gabe is moving there and Kris is moving there. Maybe. Kris is moving there while the going
Until she
is
gets a
getting, and things
felony.
are free. Right. Well, not free, but things are over the counter.
Yes. So we meet Osama.
First impression.
No front tooth.
I think it was there and then halfway, like a
Mm-mm.
halfway house.
I think it
No,
was
it wasn't fully gone.
I think
there
it
was
evacuated.
a part of something. No, there was a part of something.
Really? I think
A
it was
shard.
just a shard from the other tooth. I think his tooth has evacuated. There was a storm coming.
And what happened? A hurricane went through his mouth?
Yeah, he didn't have a sandbag behind his front tooth.
Oh, so he probably swallowed it down the hatch.
Noelle, he's feeding
Mhm.
cats. He loves silence.
Mm-hmm.
He likes the silence of working on the farm. He's a stay-at-home farmer.
Well, he's like never been off the farm.
He's a stay-at-home farmer,
He is.
but he doesn't make money at it.
But also,
That's like
okay,
saying like I stay home to clean the house.
but I would like to know more about his home life. Who do you live with? Who
His
else
dad.
lives there? Do you have siblings?
dad.
No. But I'm saying, do you have siblings?
He said the best part about the farming life is number one, not getting paid. Number two, no one talks to you, and number three, you get
Right.
to see your dad every day.
I mean, so she is going to come live with him here. Also, when she came last time to visit, did she stay on the farm?
Okay, but it's like, what's happening? Why don't we
That's
know
what I
any
need.
of
That's
this?
why I think you're just going on vacation.
Well, he's writing a poem about Debbie, and all his art is about his misery. He's gonna murder her on the farm.
His art. His
Now,
farm is
all of a
about misery.
sudden,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
her son might have had a little point.
He's a writer, a painter, a poet.
Yeah,
He draws
so
misery. There's a madness in him.
great. That's
Great.
exactly what I want to.
I'm glad. Thanks. There's a madness in you.
Great. There's a madness outside of him, and I read on Reddit, I don't know if this is true, but it definitely is. He's having her jaw wired shut as soon as she gets there to keep the silence.
Oh, why is he going to do it himself? Probably.
Mhm. Yeah, he's gonna do it with just some cow antibiotics.
Oh, is antibiotics how you wire a jaw?
Well, no, that's what he's using to seal it up.
Oh, okay, good.
Mhm.
Good, great.
So she gets there when she doesn't get there yet. They
doesn't
break
get
up
there
a
yet.
lot. They break up a lot. That's
Oh,
good.
but here's the thing. Why is she jealous? What exactly is she jealous
His
of?
dad.
Right. He doesn't leave the farm.
Yeah, but because
He
his
doesn't
dad.
speak. He has an
doesn't speak.
evacuated tooth.
Noelle. He's playing with his pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think he was going to Ozzy Osbourne it? Because I did.
Okay. I thought he was going to Ozzy Osbourne that cat when he was holding it like this. And I'm like, what's happening exactly? Are you really? Isn't that like the technical term for a geek? Someone who bites the head off a live animal?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's such a geek.
Yeah, I know. Because like Ozzy Osbourne's a geek, or Alice Cooper. I don't know. One of them.
Interesting. Well, I thought that was very, very scary.
He's very scary.
So now back to her. She's keeping her house. Yeah, of course you're keeping your house. You're not moving.
You're going back to your house.
You're going to go live there in just a little while. You're going on the long vacation.
Also, doesn't she want him to go to America? No? Didn't we talk about she wants him to go to America? I don't know.
I don't know. Well,
No.
she moves with 6 suitcases. And now they're on their way to the airport, and her daughter Sandy calls her, and she goes, "So what's this? You're just never coming back?"
Why? But also, though, I get that everyone's kids are mad, but why are you so mean?
So she's upset that she's moving, and Debbie wants them to have faith in her. Okay, well, Debbie, I don't know you very well,
Right.
but I just feel like it's pretty rough to do that.
Okay, I know what happened. I wrote Debbie, and then I started writing Danielle notes in the middle of it. So
Okay, I do that all the time.
I did that this time.
It's okay. She has a new nickname. It's Determined Debbie. Her old nickname was from a movie she did about Texas.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say Desperate Debbie. So okay,
Yeah.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Debbie Does Morocco.
I like that.
That is a movie that I would not like to see at all.
You'd be surprised.
You would not be
Morbid
surprised.
Curiosity.
I'll let you watch it and tell me about it. So her son Julian with his America t-shirt.
Oh, come on with that t-shirt.
This is where he loses me because he has a lot of great points, and then you wear the America t-shirt and then you go 24
Well, so that's the thing. I
Bail.
actually felt bad for him.
No, I did too. But then the t-shirt, it's like, change your shirt.
I know.
He's so sad. He said he would do anything to make her stay. And then he walks her, like she's in the airport. She's walking to the gate. Like she doesn't know where she is.
I know.
You're like,
It's weird.
She's going to get lost. Is there anyone flying with her? Like maybe.
And maybe a stewardess is going to meet her at the gate.
Like they used to do when you were little?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I did. I felt bad for Julian until I saw his Baraka shirt too. Good. I'm glad we're on the same page with that.
All right. Jamie and Kris.
Mm-hmm.
I love this so much.
She feels better today.
She feels better today. She wants to go explore.
Okay.
Quote, I want to go to a store where they have weapons.
Interesting.
All right. So we've covered the drugs and now it's the firearms.
Okay.
She goes, quote, then I want to murder someone. That's weird.
Okay.
First you get the money.
Then you get the power. Oh, and after that, they will respect you.
So she said that it's just part of who she is, knives and guns.
Okay. I don't know if I necessarily agree with this, but
No, it's not about, you don't agree with who someone is.
She got a knife for her 8th birthday. Don't you hate people like this who are like,
this is who I am.
G.I. Joes and not Barbies because this is who I am, and I got knives and shut up, get a life.
Shut up. So she said that she heard about the drug lords and the kidnappings, and it's a very dangerous place for her to be. So you could have not done this, right?
Drugs, free drugs.
Right, that's true. Okay, fine, fair enough. She's like, I heard about the drug lords and the kidnappings, and I was like, drug lords, I'm in. Sign me
up.
He's like, kidnapping? I have a knife. You're not gonna want to keep me.
Say no more, fam.
Look at my ears. You don't want me. She goes, my head's gonna fall off soon. They're not gonna keep me.
It's fine. My neck is just wobbly.
Yeah. She's like, I'm gonna be Regina George in no time. So they go to the store to buy a hunting knife. And she goes, don't worry, I know how to use it safely. I know how to gut you without you even feeling it.
How do you use a knife safely exactly?
Okay, so what I learned in knife school.
Tell me. Oh, okay. Yes.
Stab, 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 twist, twist, stab, stab.
Oh, that's it. Isn't that like the Zelda code?
It's like the blood code from ABACABB from Mortal Kombat, the blood code.
I don't remember.
Yeah, anyway. Upright, left. Anyway.
I don't remember. I thought it was the Zelda code.
So this is the same one that she got for her 8th birthday. And then Jamie goes, great, I got a Barbie. That's great.
So here's the thing. It's like, I get where she's coming from. She's like, I want to have something in the house. Fine.
Okay, but the way she said that it's her personality.
That's what I mean. The way she's going about it is so weird.
Imagine if I was like, hey, Noelle, we live in this house with roaches. I want to get some roach traps. It's my personality.
Right. I know what her personality is. And it's not knives.
It's more like a junkyard.
Yes, it's more like a dope napkin.
It's more like she should get a German Shepherd to guard her junkyard.
Right. Like, and also, what are we doing with this hunting knife? Come on.
She's like, don't worry, I won't hunt you too hard. She goes, I know how to stab, stab, twist, twist, twist.
Please don't knife me. Scissor me. Don't
Jamie,
knife me.
If this is her personality,
yes,
why wasn't this brought up at any time in your loving Zooms?
So I think Jamie's starting to be like, okay, allergic to mint, loves Vicodin, broken neck, dirty
night
snatch,
terrors,
night terrors, falling asleep constantly, narcolepsy, nodding off,
knife loving,
gun loving. What else?
Non-showering.
The most non-showering. Came there with roots.
Ear crusting.
Tracey, she has open sores on her ear. I could pass away. I have an even worse picture of it. I didn't even post it in the group because I'm like, I can't subject people to
it's not
this.
Nice. All right. Well, we start off with Jen and Rishi, and things are not going great because the blow dryer is not blowing, and that is my nightmare.
That's your nightmare?
I don't know. Probably. It's probably one of my nightmares.
It's definitely one of your nightmares. I don't think it's your biggest nightmare though.
So she finds out that he might be forced to marry someone else
Okay.
Yeah.
This is very reminiscent.
of last episode.
Well, it's also very reminiscent of Jenny and
And
Simi.
yes. So he bought her an outfit, and he said that he's so super upset about how she acted.
Okay,
That's all right.
can I say something? I have
Anything.
a little PSA here. Don't stand up for yourself if you're gonna just back down the next day.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time. She looks dramatic and she looks problematic.
Yeah.
You flipped out in a store and you walked out.
You said call me when when you're ready to tell your parents.
Instead, you're drooling over the thing that he got you, and now you're gonna go visit his family. So what'd you flip out for? You were just gonna give in anyway.
Exactly. So Sanjeet is coming because he's gonna distract them.
He does not seem interested in any of this.
So he's gonna tell his family that she's just a friend, and Sanjeet's like, yeah, no, it's super suspicious. But I will say, why did we have to go to the wedding outfit store when you were just gonna wear a regular outfit?
Right. Like, why did we do this? It was so ridiculous.
That wasn't real.
No, it wasn't real. But also now she's so gung-ho. Okay, I'm gonna meet them. Okay, you're not gonna tell them. Okay, I'll just be your friend.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Well, Sanjeet tells her they're already looking for his wife. Jen's pupils, they're not in the middle of her eyes. They're just on the top.
Okay, I don't think I noticed that. I was obsessing about that she couldn't wear one stitch of makeup. Just not one.
I don't know.
Not one. It just drove me crazy. But I didn't notice that about her eyes. Show me with your eyes.
Okay. I don't know if I could do it with my eyes. I guess that would be you see how
so it's more towards the top of her eye.
You see how if you look at your eyes, it's in the middle, right? My eyes are in the middle.
Yeah.
Hers are here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I need to look at a picture of her. Okay. You look so good.
That's
Maybe
what it looks
you should
like.
Get a pupillotomy.
Noelle, that's nice. So I don't know what's happening with that. So he comes, they go to meet his family.
Right.
And she's like, oh, she says to his sister. Now, why was she at the sister's wedding? What did he tell them then?
So, okay. I was wondering that too, because it's like you brought a girl to a family function, your sister's wedding, and she was not your date. That's what, and there's a
or
picture.
Why wouldn't he say like, oh, my friend,
together?
remember her when we went?
Right. Why are you acting like nobody
she's brand new?
Like they don't know about her? Because I'm sure that she met his mom and everybody already.
Right. So she's like, oh, how are you? How's your husband? Whatever. You don't live here, right? Because you live with your husband now.
Right.
And the family's like, yeah, it's super strange that she's here. It's also stranger that there's a whole camera crew in our house.
Right. Here's the thing. Did you get the vibes that they actually are all in on the secret?
Of course they're in on the secret.
Okay, me too.
Noelle.
Because like they're smirking.
Noelle,
talking.
I wanna bring a friend to meet you. And I'm bringing 10 people with a camera crew. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them.
And she's wearing a sari.
Don't worry about them.
No big deal.
It's no big deal. She's
right. What do they think? What do they think is being filmed? I never actually thought about that.
Right. It's like, what is happening here?
Oh, okay.
So she's like, hi. So you got your daughter married. Good job. High five. What are you going to do about your sons? Well, let me tell you something. I think that Rishi has a much better chance of finding someone than the other guy.
He has a Bible cyst on his temple, his brother. He had the biggest Bible cyst I've ever seen in my life. My father had one on his wrist. I told you I used to smash it with the Bible all the time. Somebody needs to smash his temple. It's
Not
very
even
large
Bible
cyst. It's very large.
You're such a good doctor. So the mother, she's like, oh, I went to the wedding. They're like, great. Yeah, we don't know. Why are the cameras here?
Yeah.
So his mom's like, oh, we're going to get him married ASAP. And she's like, oh, do you have anyone specifically for Rishi?
Right.
And the uncle's like, yes, but the women were too short and uneducated.
Okay, but who knew height was important?
What do you do if you're short? That's it? It's over?
They're like, no, she has to be tall. I guess for babies? I don't know. I thought that was so weird. I wish
but that's dangerous
more.
though. If you're tall, it's very dangerous to have a baby because did you ever see a giraffe give birth?
No, thank God.
Okay, well, what happens when a giraffe gives birth is a giraffe gives birth standing up and the baby falls maybe to its death all the time. And
like the women in the rice paddies?
Yeah. Yeah. It just gives
stand up.
Yeah. No, they squat though.
I think that would be the best position to give birth, though.
Yeah, of
Who
course it
wants
is.
why do my legs have to be in the air? It's
No,
so
they shouldn't be in the air,
opposite of
but-
gravity.
But giraffes don't even squat down to the ground. It's like they're just walking.
And
then
it's
they
head
just
first.
head first. And then if the giraffe dies, it dies. So it is actually very dangerous to give birth as a tall woman.
Interesting.
It's like a
Okay,
giraffe
well,
birth.
hopefully the babies are breech then.
They come out with their feet first
Mm-hmm.
and they could just get
The
a
only
really
way to
strong.
survive.
I know, but they don't really walk that much. Anyway, so they don't care if she's from a different religion. I love
Right.
the questions that Jen is asking because you're not
It's
going to.
like, can we be more obvious?
She's like, okay, well, when did you start looking for Rishi's partner? And she said 2 years ago, but it will finalize this year. And then Rishi's like, listen, it's very awkward for me to be translating this, but quote, honesty is the best policy.
okay, I don't actually think that you believe that.
I
Not
think you're
even a little
lying
bit.
about honesty
Yeah.
being the best policy.
Not even a little bit.
She's so gung-ho. She wants to tell them the truth.
Shut up, but you're not gonna.
But the only reason she doesn't want to, because then she's doing his job, and his job is to tell them.
Okay, well, you're stupid. And they know. I have news for you. They know already.
Speaking of stupid, let's talk about Danielle and Johan.
I don't like watching them.
It's very cringe.
Yes.
So she's leaving soon because she's on
Right.
vacation. She's not the other weighing. She's going home to
well,
her
no,
house.
but it's because she came there, I guess, to find an apartment.
Okay, she went on vacation.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So she's leaving soon, and Sophie is visiting. And Sophie
Right.
was one of her yoga students. And they
Mhm.
were like, Sophie, how are you? And she's like, I'm okay. It started off pretty rough. What happened, Sophie?
What happened? I wish I would have known more. Were you in a plane crash?
Did you
What
have to swim
happened?
here?
But that's what I mean. What happened?
I don't know.
Tell
but
us.
we get the flashback of her saying that maybe Johan is a Sanky Punky.
Which I don't really think he is. I mean, I
wants to
don't
come-
know him.
Listen, he wants to come to America. He's not getting to America. And this is where he's pushing back a
but
little
she's
bit.
a Sanky Punky too. I don't
okay.
know. I just think they're both dishonest.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Sophie has 2 kids. They're 26
Mhm.
and 22.
Mhm.
And she's like, don't your parents want grandchildren? He's like, yeah, of course they do. And Danielle said, working on that.
Okay. Danielle says that she's been trying to get pregnant for a year, but then
Mhm.
she thought she was pregnant last month,
but then
and
she
she
cried when she
wasn't,
wasn't.
and then she cried and she was like,
But she felt it inside of her.
No, I know, but she made it like they've been trying for a year, but kind of like last month was the first time they tried. It was just very
Well, she said that they went to a
wishy-washy.
fertility doctor and they said she has a
Right.
5% chance of getting pregnant naturally. And she's afraid of having a miscarriage because she felt gas pains last month. And then when it didn't come out as a baby, she felt like she had a miscarriage.
Listen, I used to live with a girl
Emotionally.
who had a 3% chance. Do you remember?
Yeah. And then she has
has a baby.
a 100% baby.
Yes.
Well,
Mhm.
whatever. So
Yes.
he said that he's gotten women, plural, pregnant. Some of them had abortions and some of them had miscarriages. That's what he
Okay,
tells her friend.
I'm glad that you said that because I wrote that down too. And then I feel like things changed later.
Things changed. So
Okay.
he never told her about the abortions, plural.
Mm-hmm.
And she also mentions that he's allowed to have his butcher shop open for 9 more months. That's not what happened.
Okay. That's actually not what happened at all. Well, we agreed. No, you didn't.
Yeah, she's like 9 more months of butchering. She's like the groundhog came out of the sand in the beach and he looked around and he said 9 more months of butchering.
9 more months. That's it.
So they go to the Botanica. You
Mhm.
love going to these stores.
Yeah, so do I, but it's like
No, I
I
said
don't
you
know.
love. That's what I said. I said you love going to these stores.
I thought you meant like she did. Like you
No.
love going to those stores.
No, you
Danielle.
do.
No, I do love going to these stores.
Well, the reason she's going to go, she's going to manifest the money. So he said that, this isn't very, Christian of her. Christians don't worship pictures. Now, here's the thing.
yeah.
Technically, he is right. But I
Mm-hmm.
thought Dominicans were pretty big on,
Like voodoo.
not voodoo, but just like saint stuff, like religious things.
Well, I mean, because there's a big religious undertone in voodoo
Yeah.
and in hoodoo. So
Right.
that's why I thought that too. I actually think that it's very popular on the island.
Yeah, I
but
think
maybe
so too.
not with
Not in
his
him.
family. Yeah.
Right. So she's gonna manifest the butcher money. So she said that she's still up. So she spends $235 in the store.
You got ripped off, honey. Go to
Not
the
only-
Botanic on Utica Avenue. That's where I go. You're not spending $235 there.
She should go on Utica Avenue. You should message her.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her. Go on Utica Avenue. Go in Canarsie.
Yeah, don't even book your flight to go back. Just manifest it.
Manifest your flight.
So she's still upset. So she confronts him about the abortion. He said that he told her
Right.
that the girl had an abortion. The girl, he said,
What about girls?
what about plural girls of miscarriages and plural abortions?
How would you feel if you were her?
Okay, so I will tell you this.
Yeah.
She has a very good point,
Uh-huh.
but she's losing me in other
Right.
ways. And that's why I
Yes.
don't really take her seriously. So first of all, you're lying to him because you're never going to, you don't ever want to move back. And he thinks that you're going to.
Yes. So you're dishonest too.
Right. And this is where it kind of cancels out.
Yes.
So I don't understand. Did he have a lot of women get pregnant or did he have one woman get pregnant?
Right. Then why did he say it? Well, I'm sorry. I have to see. Went away.
You can't talk about it. You just got to do it.
Why did he say it in a plural matter?
He said it in a plural manner.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So she said that she has trust issues because she had an ex with a secret family, blah, blah, blah. So now the
Okay.
producer has stepped in to translate.
Yes.
She's so mad.
Because she's like, I can't do this in Spanish.
Okay. So now this is where I'm back with her and I
Okay.
lose him. He said, listen, abortion, miscarriage, it's the same thing.
Okay. It's not, but I think he also means like it's the same thing. Either way, I don't have a baby. So what does it matter?
Fair enough.
Right.
But that's not what you said. You losing a baby that you wanted
Right.
is a very different emotion than aborting a baby that was not wanted.
I have to tell you, this would not bother me.
No, I understand that, but I
Yeah.
get what she's saying. And I don't like how, like, he should just be like, hey, I lied because I didn't want to tell you that because
Sure.
I thought you would judge me.
Right. I didn't know how you'd react or whatever.
That's it.
Right.
I told you
know.
this pretty
I
early in our
know.
relationship. And I did. The fact that he's like, doesn't matter, same thing.
Well, he's
That's
put
what-
off now.
Well, she tells him to shut up when she talks, which is terrible. And she's crying. And she said that he has no sympathy for her. She wants him to be a different person. And she calls him toxic. And she's crying because she wants him to be a different person. But then she also wants a child with him.
Right. So this is where so many women lose me.
Right. But I just didn't like his reaction to her because he's not saying like, hey, I did lie. He's saying, I told you, you don't remember?
Maybe he did. Who knows? I just think he doesn't think it's a big deal. So it's like whatever.
And
But
how many abortions and miscarriages did you have?
But I also think there's a way to approach it, and her way not working. Stop being
Either-
a dick.
Honestly, both ways not working. How
Right?
about that?
They clearly can't communicate. Obviously,
Right. But it's
Right.
more than just a language barrier.
no, it's not just a language barrier. That's the problem. Like
They don't
she
want the
isn't
same
honest with
things.
him either.
Okay.
Right?
I want to tell you something. I
Mhm.
learned a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
The one thing that I've learned about marriage and relationships is that you basically have to have the same either values or goals.
Yes.
And if you don't, it's very hard to work a relationship. out.
Most likely, it's just not going to work. Like
Right.
at your core,
Yes.
you kind of need to have the same values.
Right.
Yes.
So that's where it's like,
right. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. That's why Nicole and Mahmoud aren't going to work.
I think they're
Mahmouz.
going to work.
Okay, if that's what you think. See,
That
a
is
lot
me.
of people are speculating that they were already broken up. And then
Yeah,
they're
this
like,
was a last ditch
"Oh,
effort. And then the
shit."
show called and they were like, okay, fine, I'll go back.
Yes.
I'll go back one more time for
That's so
$2,000. Yeah, I would have done that too.
Me too.
I did that once. If you guys love what you hear,
Mhm.
you know what to do.
I do.
There's actually a lot of things to do. You guys might want to take notes. Get your
Okay.
notepad out. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to join our Facebook group.
Okay.
Our Facebook group is called 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk on Facebook. And that's where you could talk about the show. You could talk about this podcast. You could talk about like, stuff like that. The next thing you're going to do is if you want, you can listen to our other podcasts, which are totally free and available everywhere you listen to podcasts, Catfish Trash Talk and Teen Mom Trash Talk. That's the second thing you could do. Okay. You ready for more?
I'm ready.
Join Patreon at patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Make sure you join us on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Trash Talk Podcast. It's right down there in the show notes. Make sure you follow this podcast on TikTok at Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok. And then you could follow Noelle. She's a very nice girl. Noelle, say hi to the people.
Hello, people.
Hello. Please follow her at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Sorry, I have a scratch.
I did too on my shoulder.
Oh, it's because
I need a little hand like that.
You need a little hand.
do.
Oh God, what's happening now?
I don't know. I have it on my shoulder.
Guys, just that's where my itch is. Okay. Guys,
Okay.
just bear with me as I scratch. Follow Noelle. You could follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You could follow the show at 90 Day Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. And then also you could come and see me perform stand-up comedy live.
Ooh.
TraceyCarnazzo.com. I will be at a lot of places, including Los Angeles, California.
Hell yeah, you will.
So go to TraceyCarnazzo.com. Look at my upcoming tour dates. I will be at Yonkers Comedy Club with Adrian Appalucci April 13th, 14th, and 15th, and with Hannah Berner at the Palladium in New York City April 16th. I'll be with Adrian Appalucci at Yonkers Comedy Club in Yonkers, New York, which is just 30 minutes outside of New York City. Go do all that stuff. Patreon.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com. That's where you find everything. And look right down in the show notes if you need any other references and resources.
I can't believe you said all of that.
Thank you. Almost scratching my shoulder.
She's going to be with Hannah on her birthday too, guys.
My birthday is coming.
It's coming. I'm coming out.
Goodbye forever.
Bye forever.